welcome to another sociology video. Today I'm going to talk about many things that I have not touched, some topics that I'm very uncomfortable or on certain situations that I am analyzing that are happening in the society. Today I'm talking about the jobs and how difficult it's to get a job here in Mexico. There is many people. I have been studying many cases of a lot of people that doesn't find a job that it's related to their careers. So sociologists here have to be very have to act into this situation by analyzing what are the reasons that the people are studying their careers and they do not find a job in their communities. So this is a phenomenon that it's happening maybe just not in Mexico, it's happening around the world, but particularly I want to talk about this that it's happening in Mexico because I have done many questions to more than 10 people, maybe 100 people about how many interest they have in their careers and if they are really getting a job that it's related. And the answer that these people it's having it's very interesting. We find out that the answer it's no, that they are not finding a job that it's related to the careers that they are studying, because there is a lot of people that nowadays is more and more prepared than other people, and sometimes the institutions have some preference on the people that obviously have more studies. This will be very obviously it's going to happen if you don't have a lot of studies, but the people sometimes that have a lot of studies, have a lot of knowledge, but doesn't have any experience on the jobs, they are not getting the jobs because they don't have the experience. So the situation here is that when you have like 30 or 40 years old and you already have the experience, you already have the studies, and you already have everything to start to be good in the job, to start to get a formal job. The obstacles that they put you in the road is that your age, or you are too old to get the job, or you have the experience, you have the knowledge, but you are too old to get that job. So this is very curious because this means that the companies, the institutions, and many social structures that are around the society are hiring people that are very young, but at the same time doesn't have a lot of knowledge in the area. But if they are young, they are getting hired. But at the same time, there is people that it's young, have some experience, maybe not too much, but uh, we are having this kind of confuseness things that are happening when you are asking for a job in any kind of institution, particular or public institutions. So obviously the most demanded jobs like being a doctor, or like being an engineer, or careers that maybe are more related to the companies, to the explosion of the source of the natural sources, and all these things are getting hired more people. But the situation is that now we are a lot in the world, so the demand it's getting very difficult and have a very competitive situation, liberal situation, and this is really a big problem in the society, particularly here in Mexico. There are a lot of people that has their studies have passed throughout a lot of studies, but they are not getting their jobs, or they are not getting very well paid. Uh, this happens at the same time with the teachers. The teachers have a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, but they are getting paid uh, at very low prices. So this is very worried. I'm very worried about these things because I do not know what is going to happen with my future if I'm studying a career, if I'm doing the things well. And I think this is the same situation that it's asking a lot of people that have my age. I am 23 years old and I am almost finishing my career, but I am doubting about my future, about how I'm going to win my life with myself. So I like my situation is like I'm still living with my parents, and I haven't found any job that it's related to my career. So that's why I am talking about these situations to you, for then you can start to get compared with me maybe. Sometimes it's not very good to compare to the people, but you are going to see that sometimes when you are listening certain situations that are particularly happening in these cases, then you will find out that you are not the only one that it's happening. It's passing throughout these situations. So I'm very worried about the situation of my country. I'm very worried about how the people is talking about the president of Mexico, who is going to stay, uh, who is going to be the next president of Mexico. And now we are having a lot of manifestations that are happening in Mexico City, and people it's getting very angry because there are a lot of independent uh, candidates for the presidential um, employed, or whatever you can call it. So I'm very worried about these situations. I'm very worried about how what is my paper, what is my drama, what I have to do. So I have found making this video like these videos like uh, start to make other people how I think, what I am, what is happening and on my country. So I am not giving you the news. I am just giving certain perspectives of what how difficult it's to get a job here in Mexico. So many students that have a career has a certificate, a graduate. Um, they have to enter to companies that are very low paid, and some people say that you don't have to guide yourself by how much you are going to win. You have to do the things that you like, and if you enjoy it, it doesn't matter how much they will pay you. But this is totally false, because the economy is the ones who is ruling the world. So if you are not winning enough capital, enough money, you are not going to be able to enjoy life, to satisfy your own needings and all these things that you need. So if you are thinking on having sons, if you are thinking on traveling, on different things, Mexico, it's a country that it's very limited on these situations. The populations and the statistics are a point that the people that does not have enough studies or do not have enough experience, they are not getting the jobs. I repeat, they are not getting the jobs. So this is a situation very worried for our country. Um, the streets in our country are another thing that I am very uncomfortable because we are living uh, with trash in the park. We're living with corruption, a lot of corruption in the institutions. Uh, the government, it's not having a big responsibility with the younger people. So in my university, that it's a public university, they have reduced the the money that it's getting into the university. They have reduced it like 20%. A lot of money that have to be um, in the education, have to be put it in the education. They are putting this money in making private schools, making uh, all private. They want to make private everything. The public things are disappearing in Mexico. So we are living a neoliberalism here in Mexico, and that's why I'm very worried about this situation. So uh, I doesn't like too much the politics. I have a degree on politics, but I have decided to study politics not for being a politician, just for making myself more critic about the situations that are happening in my country. So I have not a lot. I do not have a lot of views on my videos. I am not. My intention is not making me famous, but my intention, yes, is to other people can see these videos about what's happening in Mexico. Obviously, you will find a lot of videos, a lot of different critics, but I haven't found any other person that it's on university and it's talking about things that are happening in Mexico, and they are talking it in English for then other countries can start to know what is happening in our world. So I'm very worried. I'm very worried, really, because I think it's not only my situation. I think this is a situation that it's happening in particular in public schools. So um, maybe the people that are in private schools here in Mexico have a little bit succeed. So this doesn't depend of how much studies on how much things. It doesn't depend. It depends of many things how you are having a success in your life. So um, I love to write. I love to start to make my own theories. But sometimes what happens in sociology is that sometimes you are getting lost of what it's really doing. The sociology, it's going to structure, is going to theorize, is going to start to make social programs to solve the same situations that I am talking to you. So that's why the responsibilities of a sociology are very interested on the politics, on the things that I am telling to you. So that's why sometimes we don't have to put the money into the first place, but uh, there is many perspectives that a lot of people and sociologists are constantly analyzing these kind of phenomena that are happening. So another studies are uh, the law in sociology. The law in sociology is going to take a point of view, different points of view on how the law is applied in the society. Um, there are many ways to get problems in the society. So another thing very important in the sociology is that you have to have a team, you have to have a corporative in which you will start to get involved to the companies that needs this this consulting to the sociologists. But the mistakes that the companies nowadays are having is that they are not getting consultees from sociologists because they are putting their interest first to the interest of society. Obviously, they are putting the economy interest first to the society interest. So it's like selling meat. It's like humans are just human sources. It's like we are just like animals that if you seem to be have a good meat, then you are hired. No, so I don't know. Maybe this is a little bit bizarre to see to see the things, but this is how I am giving my perspective. So I am very desperate about the situations that are happening, and um, I hope what I am telling to you it's going to be well, it's going to be this release me a lot of a lot because telling you what I am thinking, it's good for me. So thank you very much for watching this video. I will make more videos about uh, the employment here in Mexico, the situations that are happening, and how much difficult it's getting the things in the world. My intention it's not to scare you. My intention is to get realized about the things that are happening in Mexico City. So, well, I want to ask, I want to tell you and to beg you, please, to pray for me to find a good job because sociology. I am not shy about telling this. I think if you pray for me, I will find out how to make good things for the society. I am making really an effort of starting to transform my own life, then start to transform my own society. I think that it's my paper about what I am studying. I'm studying the society. The society it's very difficult to study because you have to study every single mind in the world. You have to study every single knowledge that it's the cultures, the languages, a lot of things. So that's why sociology is not a career very easy. I have found a lot of people that say sociology is an easy career, but I think it's one of the difficult, more difficult. It's not like mathematics. Like mathematics, you only have uh, to to start to uh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think mathematics are easier than sociology. I don't know. I don't want to judge the people that are making hard science. So I have finished this, and thank you very much for watching. Bye.